But yeah, Geshe Zopa was incredibly kind to be able to say that what we're doing is an open retreat. So if we can, for the whole, it's actually a couple of years, more than a year between Geshe Zopa's visits, that we think we're in retreat the whole time. We're doing our Vajrasattva retreat the best that we can. We do our sessions whenever we can, but the whole time trying to relate to Vajrasattva and feel that we're in the Vajrasattva mandala. And that the mantra goes on day and night, awake and asleep. Okay, so we're back starting on page 25. Remembering that we're surrounded by all the sentient beings who are relying on us, and that we have an ultimate refuge, one that we can definitely rely on, and our refuge so very pleased to be able to help us and all sentient beings. So Heruka Chakra Samvara arising in the space in front of you, the embodiment of all aspects of refuge. So taking refuge. At all times, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, in all the three vehicles, in the dakinis of secret Mantra Yoga, in the heroes, heroines, and powerful goddesses, in the great beings, the bodhisattvas, and above all, at all times, I take refuge in my spiritual master. At all times, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, in all the three vehicles, in the dakinis of secret Mantra Yoga, in the heroes, heroines, and powerful goddesses, in the great beings, the bodhisattvas, and above all, at all times, I take refuge in my spiritual master. At all times, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, in all the three vehicles, in the dakinis of secret Mantra Yoga, in the heroes, heroines, and powerful goddesses, in the great beings, the bodhisattvas, and above all, at all times, I take refuge in my spiritual master. Generating bodhicitta. I myself will become Heruka for the sake of all living beings, and then I'll lead all of them to Heruka's supreme state. I myself will become Heruka for the sake of all living beings, and then I will lead all of them to Heruka's supreme state. I myself will become Heruka for the sake of all living beings, and then I'll lead all of them to Heruka's supreme state. So for the visualization of Heruka Vajrasattva, this can be either above the crown of your head or in the space in front of you, whatever is more comfortable for your mind. So think that out of emptiness, there arises a syllable pum. This transforms into a pristine white lotus. And on this, the syllable ah, which transforms into a moon cushion of light. And upon this, the syllable hum, standing upright, also made of light, white and radiant. It transforms into a white five-prong Vajra, marked by hum at its centre. And from the hum, light shines forth, and the two purposes are accomplished. The light then returns and transforms into white Vajrasattva, Dorji Sempa, with one face and two hands, the right holding a Vajra and bell at his lap. Seated in the Vajra position, his right arm embraces his consort, Dorji Nima Kamo, who has one face and two hands, holding a curved knife and skull cup. Both are adorned with silks and various precious ornaments. At the crown of each is a white Om, at the throat a red Ah, and at the heart a blue Hum. And from the Hum at the heart, light shines forth, inviting the divine wisdom beings in similar aspect to themselves. So a great multitude of wisdom beings come to the space in front, and then absorb into Vajrasattva Father and Mother like a continuous rainfall. They become inseparable. And once more light shines forth from the hum at their hearts, invoking the empowering deities. O Tathagatas, I request you all to bestow upon them the actual empowerment. Having been thus requested, they hold aloft vases filled with wisdom nectar with which they bestow the empowerment. Om Sava Tathagata Abhishekata Samaya Shriya Om. Their bodies are filled with wisdom nectar. The surplus that overflows on the crown of their heads transforms into Akshobhya, who becomes the crown ornament. On the moon disk at his heart stands the syllable Hum, encircled by the 100-syllable mantra. The prayer of the opponent powers. Through ignorance and delusion, I have broken and damaged my pledges. Holy Guru, who has the power to liberate me, my inner master, holder of the Vajra, whose essence is great compassion, Lord of all migratory beings, to you I go for refuge. O Bhagavan Vajrasattva, please clear away all negative karma and obscurations of myself and all living beings, and purify all degenerated and broken commitments. Having been thus requested, light shines forth from the Hum and Mantra Rosary at Vajrasattva's heart, completing the two purposes, purifying the negative karma and obscurations of all living beings, and presenting offerings to all the Buddhas and their spiritual sons, their heirs. All enlightened qualities of their body, speech, and mind collect in the form of light. And this light dissolves into the mantra rosary and hum. Thereupon a stream of white nectar begins to flow down from these through the joined organs of the Lord and Consort. This wisdom nectar enters the crown of your head, filling your whole body, cleansing completely all negative karma and obscurations of body, speech, and mind. So for the downward purification, feel that all of the gross negativities and afflictions are washed from your system in the form of black sludge, of all the snakes and scorpions and worms, all of your negativities manifesting as these, and then physically being expelled from your body. Feel that all of the disturbing emotions such as anger, hatred, frustration, jealousy, envy, pride, ignorance, all take on those manifestations and are completely washed from your system. So really allow all of your abhorrence of those negativities to take the form of the most disgusting substances and feel the great relief of them being washed, cleansed from your system. And gradually your whole Vajra body and your physical body begin to become clean and clear. Your whole body becoming transparent and sparkling. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Sava Siddhi Me Prayata Sava Kama Tutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuru Hoim Ha 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 Hoi Bhagavan Sava Tathagata Vajrama Me Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahoim Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drito Me Bhava Then for the upward purification, now that your whole body is clean and clear, sparkling like crystal, as the nectar continues to flow through your crown, it fills up your body from the tips of your toes. Slowly, the level rises. And as it does, all of the subtle obscurations, the detritus, the karmic echoes rise to the surface. They have no place there in your purified system. They are effortlessly buoyed up to the top and are expelled through all of the upper openings of your body. All of the doors of your senses are completely purified, and all sights and sounds and sensations all cause your mind to blissfully realize emptiness. And even when your body is filled, the nectar continues to pour into you, absorbing into you, and the excess remains bubbling up on the crown of your head like an ushnisha, a continuous spring of nectar, glowing nectar wisdom. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drido Me Bhava Sudokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tsutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhoim Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatagata Vajrama Me Muncha Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Safa Ahoim Pem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita. And then for the instantaneous purification, this time really experiencing not just the nectar, but also the nectar in the nature of light as it flashes down through the crown of your head like continuous lightning strikes in the daytime, how there are many hundreds and thousands of lightning strikes. So here again, the continuously flashes of blissful light through your crown. Every moment as our consciousness grasps at inherent existence, a flash of lightning illuminates our mind. Moment by moment, second by second, illuminating and completely purifying that habitual grasping at appearances. Each flash of lightning purifying our karmic vision. Just as our habit just falls back again naturally, then immediately another flash of lightning. Until all of those, that habitual karmic vision is completely purified. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayatsa Savakama Tsutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhoim Ha 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 Bhagavan Savatatagata Vajramame Moja Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahoim Pem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Drito Me Then for our final recitation, as we ring the bell, meditating on emptiness. Oi Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Trido Me Baba Sutokaya Me Baba Supokaya Me Baba Anaroto Me Baba Sava Siddhi Me Prayasa Sava Kamatsu Same Kipam Shriyam Purohom Hor Bhagavan Sava Tathagata Vajrama Me Mantra Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahom and offering a short praise on page 28. Non-dual divine wisdom, magnificent inner dual ornament of all mother sentient beings, supreme, unchanging, everlasting, great bliss, indestructible, magnificent wisdom mind that releases all sentient beings from all negativities of body, speech and mind, especially broken vows and pledges. To you, glorious Vajrasattva, I prostrate. And Vajrasattva says, O child of good family, your negativities and obscurations and damaged and broken pledges are cleansed and purified. And think that what Guru Vajrasattva has said has actually happened, that all your negativities have been completely purified. Especially any broken vows or samayas or commitments, feel they are completely washed from your mind stream, that there is not even the slightest trace of defilement left on your mental continuum. Your mental continuum is completely pure. And then because we are still in a relative mode of existence, still in a realm of samsara, still with the remainder of our physical form, then we institute the power of restraint. From now on, I'll abstain from all the vices that I can abstain from, and I'll abstain from those that are extremely difficult for me to abstain from for 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute, or at least a few seconds. Guru Vajrasattva, father and mother, are extremely pleased with your determination. They melt into light, and this light dissolves into you, either between your eyebrows if you've not had the initiation, or if you have had the initiation, dissolving through the crown of your head, and this light coming to rest at the level of your heart. And in that radiance, your body, speech and mind, your ordinary body, speech and mind completely dissolve and become one with Guru Vajrasattva's holy body, speech and mind in the nature of vast radiant space, the Dharmakaya. And recognize this as your true nature, one with the Guru, no separation. Your mind taking on the perspective of the Guru, of the Dharmakaya, effortlessly seeing all sentient beings and simultaneously experiencing their complete lack of inherent existence. Your blissful mind realizing emptiness. And then we offer our merits, dedicate our merits to being able to bring this into complete existence, and also offer our practice to the health and long life of all of our precious gurus. So we dedicate, we can sing in the Tibetan, but with a really strong determination to quickly become Haruka Vajrasattva for the benefit of all sentient beings who are relying on us. Your din your dudar Deutsche Semper Drug your name Zhou Pai Chi Gian Ma Lu Pai Te Yi Sa La Go Pa Shoi Chan Cho Sem Cho Rinpoche Ma Kia Pa Nam Kia Kyu Chi Kia Pa Nyam Pa Me Pa Yam Kon E Kon Tu Bal Pa Sho